Hello, my name is Boyd Sharp, and I'm here to introduce you to the 911 painting that I did shortly after it happened. In fact, I started it on the same day. I watched it unfold on television, and I decided to go outside and do some work that I was putting off for quite a while. I took a little AM radio with me, and I listened to it unfold on that. One of the announcers said that she was hoping that the rest of the country would not think that this was just a New York thing. She did not have to worry about that. The other announcer mentioned that he was hoping that future generations would know what happened on 9/11 that day and the aftermath and went on. This is the painting that I did to demonstrate that. I had walked in the woods with my dog just a few weeks before that, and there was an eagle in the tree looking at me with his feathers all fluffed up. And he really looked mean. And so I decided that's what I was going to paint. The painting actually just unfolded. It just kept going. And it took me 6 days approximately to completely finish it. The first thing, of course, I put the eagle in. Then I had a large flag, and I put that set up, and I painted it at this angle. And this coming out of the ground here is a piece of steel that had landed, and I just painted rags and things to hold it up to get the American flag on. The next thing I put on, I wanted to put a fireman or a policeman or a whole bunch of things in here, and then I decided that it just had to be simple, that you can look at it, you knew what it was. I decided to put this particular fireman in, and he was holding his head down like that. When I got it all done, I didn't know what to put in here, and I decided to put USA. It was very important that it would be the whole United States, and so the USA. I wanted to try to do something in here, possibly a picture of the Statue of Liberty. Well, that's a lot to that. And by the time you got it in there, you can see what it was. It would be, you know. So I went to bed that night, and about 2 in the morning I decided, no, let's just put a torch. Just a plain, ordinary torch. And that's where this came from. This is just a torch. I did paint it in the green, approximately a little darker than probably what the Statue of Liberty is, but that is actually green. And anyway, I thought, well, now I could put the claw of the eagle in there. And no, wait a minute now. We all had, at that time, to hang on to that torch and carry a torch for the victims, and we still have to. That's just the way it is. Then I had to find a charity. I contacted 3 charities. The estimate from one that this painting would bring $1 to $2 million. That's why it's called the $2 million 911 painting. And then I got a hold of a scholarship fund, very reputable company, and they decided that they wanted it, but they were going to have Clinton and Dole as their chairs. The problem was they couldn't get the copyright, and I believe it was on Dole's name, because he was advertising for Viagra and Pepsi at that time. In the meantime, I sent out 350 or so prints all over New York. I sent them to the different fire departments, government buildings. I sent them to the White House. I got a nice letter back from Laura Bush that I appreciate very much. And I received a lot of very kind things from people. I sent it to Rosie O'Donnell. She sent me this plaque back. I did not see it on a show, but it was carried on along with some other photographs. She had them on. She was very good with this 911. And it's got her signature on it. Another one that I appreciate very much was this certificate is from the New York Police Widows and not orphans, but benefit fund for children, benefit fund. And I sent them about, I think, 30 or 40 prints. A lot of them have been sold for fundraisers. Some of them even in the thousands of dollars. These are all given away. Now, we don't give them away anymore, but Anyway, they are 16 by 24. This is one framed. I do not send them out framed. Everybody, I find, likes to put their own type of frame on. I even understand that one of them was framed with debris from the Ground Zero, and that's somewhere in New York. Now I have changed the eagle. If you've noticed, this is a Chiclet. Now I want to bring that out because this is steel gray back here, and this I darkened up. At a distance, when this can be 50 to 100 to 200 feet away from the people looking at it, it kind of all blends in and the eagle gets kind of large. So I changed it not too long ago. But the prints, however, are perfect just the way they are. There was 1,000 of these made. They are artist proofs. They're all signed. There's a little poem that goes up with it. The original painting is for sale. We were going to give it away originally, but we just, for our own charity that we would like to start, I have a board and things already set up. And if we can get enough out of that and then from the prints, that we could probably help some people through college. Mainly it's for art. I thought about it when it first happened, and I decided that maybe I could give people good things to look at. We really thought that we had dark days back then. Things have brightened up since, but they're still dark. And by giving art scholarships or helping art organizations a little here or a little there to brighten up someone's life, I think that is well worth it. And that was our goal then, and it still is now. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you watching this, and have a good day.